The sky stretches above us, a boundless ocean of blue, where the wind shapes invisible currents and the sun casts shifting shadows across the land below. Here, in this vast aerial realm, a select group of creatures reign supreme, masters of flight, vision, and predatory skill. This is not a tranquil kingdom. It is a dynamic, ever-changing arena where survival is earned through relentless competition and adaptation. Every moment, the sky is alive with silent duels, calculated pursuits, and breathtaking displays of agility. Above the treetops and mountain ridges, a silent war unfolds. Raptors glide effortlessly, conserving energy as they scan the earth for the faintest sign of movement. A ripple in the grass, a flash of fur, the subtle shift of a shadow. The true sovereigns of this domain are the birds of prey. Raptors, whose very existence is defined by their ability to hunt with precision and power. Each species has evolved a unique set of skills perfectly tuned to its environment and prey. Their bodies are masterpieces of natural engineering. Talons curve like scimitars, gripping with crushing force. Beaks are honed to razor edges, capable of slicing through sinew and bone. The eagle, with its immense wingspan and muscular build, dominates open skies and waterways. It can spot a fish breaking the surface from hundreds of feet above, then descend in a controlled, explosive burst of speed to snatch its quarry with unerring accuracy. Falcons, in contrast, are built for velocity. The peregrine falcon, the fastest animal alive, folds its wings and becomes a living missile, reaching speeds over 200 miles per hour in a stoop. Its nostrils are specially adapted to regulate airflow, preventing blackout during these high-speed dives. In the midst of a hunt, these raptors display astonishing aerial maneuvers, banking, rolling, and twisting with split-second timing to outwit their prey or evade rivals. Their mastery of flight is the result of millions of years of evolution, each feather and muscle fiber optimized for control and efficiency. Their weapons are formidable. Talons pierce and immobilize, while beaks deliver the final lethal blow. Some raptors, like the harpy eagle, possess talons as large as a grizzly bear's claws, capable of dispatching monkeys and sloths in the dense rainforest canopy. Their vision is legendary. With eyes that can detect ultraviolet light and focus with pinpoint precision, raptors can spot a mouse from a mile away. Each eye is packed with photoreceptors, allowing them to track fast-moving prey even in dim light. Their feet are marvels of strength and dexterity. Hawks, for example, use their talons not only to seize, but to suffocate their prey, adjusting their grip with subtle, calculated pressure. The beak, curved and hooked, is a tool of both precision and brutality. It tears flesh with surgical efficiency, allowing the raptor to feed quickly before scavengers arrive. Over millions of years, these birds have refined their hunting strategies. Some, like the secretary bird, stalk prey on foot, delivering bone-crushing kicks. Others, like the kite, hover motionless in the air, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Raptors read the wind like seasoned sailors, using thermals and updrafts to soar for hours with minimal effort. This energy-saving flight allows them to patrol vast territories in search of food. Their adaptability is remarkable. Peregrine falcons nest on skyscrapers, turning urban landscapes into hunting grounds, while eagles command remote mountain ranges and river valleys, each exploiting the unique opportunities of their chosen domain. Journeying through their habitats reveals a tapestry of behaviors: cooperative hunting among Harris's hawks, solitary ambushes by goshawks, and the patient circling of vultures high above the savannah. Each species has honed a distinct approach: the silent glide of the owl at dusk, the sudden stoop of the falcon at noon, the relentless pursuit of the harrier over open marshland. The bald eagle, emblem of strength, dominates with sheer presence. Its massive wings slice through stormy skies, and its piercing call echoes across lakes and forests, a warning to all who trespass. The peregrine falcon's hunting stoop is a marvel of physics and instinct. It locks onto its target, tucks its wings, and becomes a blur, striking with such force that prey rarely has time to react. Hawks employ patience and cunning. Some, like the Cooper's hawk, weave through dense branches in pursuit of songbirds, while others skim low over fields, using the element of surprise to their advantage. Vultures, the sky's clean-up crew, ride thermals for hours, their keen sense of smell guiding them to the faintest scent of decay. Their bald heads and powerful stomach acids allow them to consume what others cannot, preventing the spread of disease. Each raptor embodies a different philosophy of survival: raw power, blinding speed, stealth or patience, yet all are united by their mastery of the air. Competition is fierce. Mid-air battles erupt over territory and food, with talons locked and wings beating furiously as rivals vie for dominance. These confrontations are displays of strength and strategy, where only the most skilled and determined prevail, ensuring that the strongest genes are passed on to the next generation. Their resilience is unmatched. Whether soaring above remote wilderness or adapting to the chaos of urban life, raptors continue to thrive, their ancient instincts guiding them through a rapidly changing world. So, as you gaze upward, remember, above us, the rulers of the endless blue are locked in a perpetual dance of survival and supremacy. These are the sky's deadliest hunters, nature's most accomplished aerial predators, each with a story written in the wind. When you think of a powerful bird, the eagle is almost certainly the first one that comes to mind. Yet the skies are home to a diverse array of apex predators, each wielding their own unique forms of dominance and power. The eagle, with its immense size and regal bearing, is the undisputed monarch of the skies, a feathered heavyweight champion whose presence alone can alter the balance of an entire ecosystem. With a wingspan that can stretch over 7 feet, the golden eagle commands the air with slow, deliberate wing beats, projecting an aura of authority that few creatures dare to challenge. Its muscular frame and broad wings are built for soaring over vast territories, allowing it to patrol hundreds of square miles in search of prey or rivals. Eagles are not designed for nimble chases through tangled forests. Instead, they dominate open landscapes, where their power and endurance give them a decisive advantage. Their vision is legendary. An eagle can spot the twitch of a rabbit's ear from 2 miles away, thanks to eyes that contain up to 5 times more light-sensitive cells than a human's. This extraordinary eyesight enables them to detect the faintest movement across fields, mountains, and valleys, making them nearly impossible to evade. Eagles hunt with patience and precision, often waiting motionless for hours before launching a sudden, overwhelming attack. When the moment comes, their descent is a demonstration of raw, calculated force, a controlled plunge rather than a reckless dive, ensuring maximum accuracy and impact. The final approach is terrifyingly swift. The eagle extends its massive talons, each one as sharp as a carving knife, and strikes with a grip that can exert over 400 pounds of pressure per square inch. These talons are engineered for lethality, capable of piercing thick fur and crushing bone in an instant, leaving little chance for escape. Once the prey is subdued, the eagle stands dominant, wings spread in a display of ownership that warns all other scavengers to keep their distance. In the mountains of Central Asia and Europe, golden eagles have been documented hunting prey as formidable as mountain goats, animals that can weigh up to 5 times more than the eagle itself. Rather than attempting the impossible feat of lifting such heavy prey, the eagle employs a cunning strategy. It strikes the goat on narrow, treacherous ledges, using the terrain and gravity as lethal allies. A single, well-timed blow can send the goat tumbling to its death, after which the eagle descends to claim its hard-earned meal, a testament to both its intelligence and its ruthless efficiency. This behavior is not unique to golden eagles. Other raptors, such as the lammergeier, have evolved similarly ingenious tactics, dropping bones from great heights to shatter them, and access the nutritious marrow inside. The harpy eagle, reigning over the rainforests of Central and South America, wields dominance in a different way. With legs as thick as a child's wrist and talons longer than a grizzly bear's claws, it preys on monkeys and sloths, snatching them from the treetops with silent, devastating power. In Africa, the crowned eagle is feared by primates for its stealth and strength, often ambushing monkeys in the dense canopy and carrying them away with ease. The martial eagle, Africa's largest, is known to take down animals as large as antelope, using a combination of speed, surprise, and brute force. In Australia, the wedge-tailed eagle dominates the arid outback, hunting kangaroos and even fending off dingoes from carcasses with its sheer size and aggression. Power among sky predators is not always about size. The peregrine falcon, though smaller, is the fastest animal on Earth, reaching speeds over 240 miles per hour in a stoop, striking birds mid-flight with bone-shattering impact. The osprey, a specialist in aquatic hunting, demonstrates dominance over lakes and rivers, plunging feet first into water to snatch fish with barbed talons designed for a secure grip. Dominance is also expressed through territorial displays. Eagles and other raptors will perch high above their domain, scanning for intruders and signaling their presence with piercing calls that echo across the landscape. If a dozen vultures are gathered around a carcass, the arrival of a single eagle is enough to make them scatter, the smaller birds acutely aware of the eagle's superior strength and status. The eagle rarely needs to fight for its meal. Its mere presence is a display of power that commands respect and instills fear in all who witness it. Yet, even among these rulers, challenges arise. Territorial disputes between eagles can escalate into dramatic aerial battles, with rivals locking talons and spiraling downward in a breathtaking contest of strength and stamina. These mid-air duels are rare but spectacular, often ending with one bird conceding and the other soaring away as the undisputed victor. In the world of sky predators, power is not just about brute force. It is a complex interplay of intelligence, adaptability, and mastery of the environment. Each species has evolved its own strategies for asserting dominance, from the harpy eagle's ambushes in the jungle to the lammergeier's bone-dropping ingenuity in the mountains. The ultimate ruler of the sky is not determined by size alone, but by the ability to command respect, outwit rivals, and adapt to the ever-changing challenges of the wild. In the end, the eagle's reign is a symbol of nature's relentless pursuit of excellence, a crown earned through power, precision, and an unyielding will to survive. In the world of aerial predators, speed is not just an advantage, it's a matter of survival. If the eagle is the king of power, then the falcon is the undisputed master of velocity, reigning supreme in the skies with a breathtaking display of precision and acceleration. Among all falcons, the peregrine stands alone as the fastest animal ever recorded, a living testament to the extremes of natural engineering. Its entire body is sculpted by evolution for one singular purpose: to harness the raw power of speed. Unlike the brute force of eagles, the peregrine falcon's legacy is written in the air itself, etched in the invisible trails of its high-speed pursuits. Its hunting technique is a masterclass in aerodynamics and timing. The peregrine's signature move, the stoop, is a marvel of predatory innovation. From dizzying heights, sometimes over a mile above the earth, it locks onto unsuspecting prey, often a pigeon or starling, far below. In a split second, the falcon folds its wings into a razor-sharp silhouette, transforming into a living missile. Gravity and muscle combine as it plummets earthward, reaching speeds that can exceed 240 miles per hour, faster than a Formula One race car. At these velocities, the world blurs into streaks of color and light. The falcon's eyes, specially adapted with a bony ridge and a third eyelid, remain locked on the target, undisturbed by the rushing wind. The strike is a feat of calculation and control. The falcon doesn't simply crash into its prey. It times its approach to perfection, extending its talons in the final instant to deliver a concussive blow that can kill or stun instantly. This method is not unique to the peregrine. Other falcons, like the saka and the lanner, employ variations of the stoop, but none match the sheer velocity or precision of the peregrine's attack. The aftermath is often a silent explosion of feathers, the prey falling limp before it even knows what struck. To the observer, the event is almost supernatural, a flash, a burst, and then stillness. The peregrine's adaptations are extraordinary. Its nostrils are equipped with bony tubercles that disrupt airflow, preventing its lungs from overpressurizing during high-speed dives. Its heart beats over 600 times per minute, pumping oxygen to fuel its explosive muscles. In recent decades, peregrines have conquered new frontiers. Urban landscapes, skyscrapers, and towers mimic the cliffs of their ancestral homes, providing perfect launch points for their aerial assaults. From these lofty perches, they scan the city's canyons for flocks of pigeons and starlings, adapting their ancient hunting techniques to the rhythm of modern life. Yet the peregrine is not alone in its mastery of speed. The hobby falcon, smaller and more agile, chases dragonflies and swallows with acrobatic twists, while the merlin uses bursts of speed to ambush prey in dense woodland edges. Each species has evolved its own unique adaptations: long, pointed wings for acceleration, lightweight bodies for maneuverability, and razor-sharp vision to track even the smallest movement below. The falcon's eye, protected by a translucent nictitating membrane, can spot a pigeon from over a mile away. Its wings, shaped like scimitars, slice through the air with minimal resistance, allowing for sudden changes in direction at breakneck speeds. In the final moments of the hunt, the falcon's agility is as crucial as its speed. It can twist, roll, and flare its wings to adjust trajectory, ensuring that its strike lands with surgical precision. The reward for this mastery is a meal won in the most dramatic fashion nature can offer, a testament to the relentless arms race between predator and prey. In every corner of the world, from wild cliffs to bustling cities, the falcon's speed remains unmatched, a living blur, a symbol of nature's relentless pursuit of perfection in the art of the hunt. While eagles rely on sheer power and falcons on breathtaking speed, there exists a third archetype among the sky's hunters, those who master the art of the ambush. Hawks, for example, are the consummate strategists of the avian world, but they are not alone. Many birds of prey, from the elusive northern goshawk to the diminutive sharp-shinned hawk, have evolved specialized ambush tactics tailored to their environments. These hunters excel in timing, patience, and silent movement. Some, like the owl, use near-perfect camouflage and the cover of twilight to remain invisible until the last possible moment. A hawk is a calculating hunter, relying on brain power and precision rather than brute force or raw velocity. Kestrels, for instance, hover motionless in the air, using their keen eyesight to pinpoint the exact location of their prey before dropping in a sudden silent plunge. These birds are the assassins of the sky, often striking from the shadows or from unexpected angles. The merlin, a small but fierce falcon, uses low perches and rapid, twisting flights to ambush flocks of songbirds, relying on surprise and agility. Success for these hunters depends on remaining unseen, understanding their environment, and predicting the behavior of their prey. Sparrowhawks, for example, use dense woodland as cover, weaving through branches with astonishing agility to ambush unsuspecting birds. Patience is their deadliest weapon. Whether it's a hawk waiting motionless for minutes on end, or an owl listening for the faintest rustle, these predators know that timing is everything. The hunt is a quiet, deliberate affair, a game of chess played in 3 dimensions. Kestrels may hover at dawn, using the low light to their advantage, while hawks stalk prey with unwavering focus. Like their raptor cousins, these ambush specialists possess extraordinary vision, but their tactics set them apart. From a silent perch, a hawk or owl can scan vast stretches of ground, detecting the slightest flicker of movement from hundreds of feet away. Their eyes, and in the case of owls, their ears, are tuned to pick up the subtlest cues: a mouse's tail flick, a vole's rustle, or the faintest squeak in the grass. This allows them to spot a mouse rustling in the grass, a lizard sunning itself on a rock, or a rodent scurrying beneath the snow. Some, like the shrike, even use perches to scan for insects and small vertebrates, then swoop down with surgical precision, sometimes impaling their catch for later consumption. But vision and hearing do more than just spot prey. They help these hunters anticipate what their quarry will do next. By studying the patterns and escape routes of their targets, they can predict and intercept with uncanny accuracy. They watch, they wait, and they learn, adapting their approach to each unique situation. This careful observation is crucial to their hunting style, which is built on the element of surprise. The prey is often completely unaware of the danger lurking above or nearby until it is far too late. Unlike the long, pointed wings of a falcon built for speed, or the broad wings of an eagle designed for soaring, ambush specialists often have shorter, more rounded wings, or, in the case of owls, broad wings with soft edges for silent flight. These wings are not designed for high-speed chases or soaring at extreme altitudes, but for control, agility, and stealth. This allows them to make sharp, sudden turns and to navigate through complex environments with incredible precision. Whether darting through tangled branches or weaving between garden shrubs, these birds can outmaneuver their prey in the most cluttered landscapes. Their ability to thread through obstacles with precision is unmatched among aerial predators. A hawk can dart through the dense branches of a forest, while a kestrel can hunt over tangled hedgerows, each using the landscape to their advantage. In urban environments, some species have adapted to weave between buildings, using city parks and gardens as new hunting grounds. This agility makes them formidable hunters in cluttered, unpredictable settings where other raptors would struggle. In dense forests or tangled undergrowth, hawks and owls can succeed where larger, less agile birds cannot, giving them a unique advantage in the battle for survival. Their talent for maneuvering in tight spaces has allowed them to thrive in both wild and human-altered landscapes. Each species brings its own twist to the ambush strategy, adapting to the challenges of its chosen habitat. Today, hawks and their kin are a common sight in suburban gardens, city parks, and even along busy roadsides, using every available perch as a potential launch point. Hedges, lines of trees, and even the sides of houses become perfect ambush zones, offering concealment and a clear line of attack. A garden hedge, a rooftop, or a dense thicket provides the cover they need to launch a surprise attack on unsuspecting prey. They will wait patiently, using every feature of the landscape to their advantage, before bursting forth in a sudden, explosive attack. In a flash, a hawk may snatch a small bird from a feeder, or a kestrel may seize a vole from the grass, all before the prey has time to react. Squirrels, rodents, and even small birds fall victim to these perfectly executed ambushes, often in the most ordinary of places. These hunters prove that strength and speed are not the only paths to success in the wild. Sometimes it is intelligence, adaptability, and patience, the hallmarks of the true ambush specialist, that ensure survival and mastery in the sky. In the world above, patience and persistence are as vital as speed and power. Not every aerial hunter relies on relentless pursuit or lightning-fast strikes. Some, like the vulture, the osprey, and the kestrel, have mastered the art of waiting, turning stillness into their greatest weapon. The vulture, for instance, is not a chaser, but a watcher. Its role in the ecosystem is as crucial as any predator's, for it is nature's ultimate recycler. These birds are the embodiment of patience, able to wait for hours, sometimes days, for the right moment to act. For the vulture, survival is a quiet contest of endurance. It is not the thrill of the chase, but the discipline to wait for opportunity that defines its existence. High above the plains, vultures ride invisible rivers of warm air, conserving energy as they scan the earth for the faintest sign of a meal. Unlike hawks or eagles, vultures are not searching for movement, but for the subtle stillness that signals a life has ended. When a vulture finally spies a carcass, its descent is a silent signal, drawing others from miles away to the feast below. This patience is mirrored in the osprey, a raptor that specializes in fishing. It can hover for minutes, eyes locked on the water, waiting for the perfect angle before plunging talons first into the depths. The osprey's persistence is legendary. Missed strikes are common, but it will return again and again, undeterred, until success is finally in its grasp. In the vulture's world, patience is tested not just by hunger, but by competition. Dominance is established with silent stares and sudden lunges, as each bird vies for the best position at the table. The kestrel, meanwhile, demonstrates a different kind of persistence. It hovers in place, sometimes for minutes, waiting for the precise moment when prey reveals itself, then strikes with pinpoint accuracy. For smaller vultures, patience means waiting at the margins, snatching scraps when the dominant birds are distracted. The struggle for food can erupt into chaos, but even in the midst of noise and conflict, the patient bird often finds its reward. Every meal is hard-won, every bite a testament to endurance and resolve. Danger is never far. While feeding, vultures are exposed, their focus making them vulnerable to sudden threats. The need for vigilance is constant, for a moment's distraction can mean disaster. Predators, both from the ground and the sky, are always watching for an opportunity to strike at the distracted or the weak. The arrival of a dominant eagle can scatter a gathering of vultures in an instant, the balance of power shifting with a single wing beat. In these moments, patience becomes a survival strategy, waiting for the right time to return, to reclaim what was lost. Even the most persistent must sometimes yield, only to return when the danger has passed. Ground predators like lions and hyenas add another layer of risk, forcing vultures to balance hunger with caution. Every successful meal is the result of constant awareness, a delicate dance between opportunity and danger. The story of these birds is one of quiet persistence, of adapting to challenges and seizing fleeting chances. Their bodies are built for endurance, powerful, efficient, and perfectly tuned for their unique lifestyles. Vultures possess digestive systems that neutralize deadly bacteria, while ospreys and kestrels have talons and beaks designed for precision and strength. They can endure long stretches without food, weathering storms and droughts, waiting for the moment when patience is finally rewarded. While eagles and hawks are celebrated for their dramatic hunts, the legacy of patience belongs to the vulture, the osprey, and the kestrel, each a master of persistence in their own right. They are the silent stewards of the skies, ensuring that every opportunity is seized and nothing is wasted in the endless cycle of life and death. In the fading light, their silhouettes remind us that patience and persistence are as awe-inspiring as any act of speed or strength, a quiet triumph written across the endless sky. The world of aerial predators is a masterclass in evolutionary ingenuity where power, speed, and silence are not just traits, but finely tuned adaptations that define survival at the highest level. Each raptor species has evolved a unique blend of these qualities, resulting in a breathtaking diversity of hunting strategies and physical specializations. The eagle, falcon, hawk, and vulture, each a sky hunter in its own right, demonstrate how nature crafts specialists for every ecological niche. Though they share the same vast sky, their methods of dominance are as distinct as their silhouettes against the clouds. The eagle stands as a symbol of raw power. With a wingspan that can exceed 2 meters and a body built for strength, the eagle is equipped with muscular legs and talons capable of exerting over 400 pounds per square inch of pressure, enough to crush bone. Its vision is among the sharpest in the animal kingdom, allowing it to spot a rabbit from over 2 miles away. The golden eagle, for example, can dive at speeds of up to 150 miles per hour, using its momentum and sheer force to subdue prey as large as foxes or mountain goats. The eagle's hunting style is direct and overwhelming, a sudden, explosive burst of energy that leaves little chance for escape. Its dominance is not just physical, but psychological, as its presence alone can deter other predators from approaching. In contrast, the peregrine falcon is the embodiment of speed. It is the fastest animal on Earth, reaching diving speeds of over 240 miles per hour during its signature hunting stoop. This astonishing velocity is made possible by a streamlined body, stiff, narrow wings, and specialized nostrils that prevent lung damage during high-speed dives. The falcon's eyes are protected by a third eyelid, or nictitating membrane, which acts like a windshield wiper at extreme speeds. The falcon's hunting technique is a marvel of precision. It targets birds in mid-flight, striking with such force that the impact alone is often fatal. In urban environments, peregrines have adapted to hunt pigeons among skyscrapers, using the cityscape as a substitute for cliffs. The falcon's success is rooted in physics, converting altitude into kinetic energy and using gravity as an ally. Its entire anatomy is built for acceleration and control, from its pointed wings to its stiff tail feathers that act as rudders. Unlike the eagle's imposing presence, the falcon is a fleeting shadow. Its attack is over in a heartbeat, leaving only the echo of its passage and the certainty of its precision. The hawk, meanwhile, is the silent strategist. Species like the Cooper's hawk and the goshawk are masters of stealth, relying on acute hearing and vision to detect the faintest movement. Their wings are shorter and more rounded than those of eagles or falcons, allowing for agile maneuvering through dense forests. This adaptation enables hawks to pursue prey through tangled branches with astonishing dexterity. Hawks often employ a sit-and-wait strategy, remaining motionless for long periods before launching a sudden, silent ambush. Their feathers are specially adapted for quiet flight, with soft edges that muffle the sound of air passing over their wings. This combination of patience, stealth, and agility allows hawks to hunt in environments where speed alone would be useless. In suburban areas, Cooper's hawks have adapted to hunt songbirds at backyard feeders, using fences and shrubs as cover. The hawk's success is a testament to the power of calculated timing and the element of surprise, proving that silence can be as deadly as strength or speed. A single, well-timed strike, executed with surgical precision, can secure a meal where brute force or velocity would fail. The hawk's intense focus and adaptability make it a formidable predator in any setting, from dense forests to open fields. The vulture, perhaps the most misunderstood of all, is a master of patience and efficiency. Its adaptations are subtle but profound. With broad wings designed for effortless soaring, vultures can remain aloft for hours, scanning vast landscapes for the faintest sign of a meal. Their sense of smell is extraordinary, especially in species like the turkey vulture, which can detect the scent of carrion from miles away. This adaptation allows them to locate food that is invisible to other predators. Vultures play a vital ecological role as nature's cleanup crew, consuming remains that would otherwise spread disease. Their highly acidic stomachs neutralize dangerous pathogens, making them indispensable to the health of their ecosystems. By riding thermal updrafts, vultures conserve energy, sometimes traveling hundreds of miles in a single day without a single wing beat. Their patience is legendary. They may wait for hours or even days for the right opportunity. While other raptors expend energy in dramatic pursuits, the vulture's strategy is to outlast and outwait, thriving where others cannot. Together, these four birds illustrate the remarkable spectrum of adaptations that define aerial predation. There is no single formula for success in the sky, only a dazzling array of solutions to the challenges of survival. Power, speed, stealth, and patience. Each is a masterpiece of evolution, and together they reveal the endless possibilities of life above the clouds. For centuries, birds of prey have been icons of the wild, masters of remote peaks, endless plains, and tangled forests. Their silhouettes once belonged only to the world's most untouched places, where the wind and sky were their only boundaries. But as cities have sprawled and landscapes have transformed, these aerial hunters have faced a new reality, one defined by concrete, glass, and steel. Remarkably, many have not only survived, but thrived, rewriting the rules of urban ecology. In a stunning display of adaptability, raptors have colonized our cities, transforming them into unexpected strongholds. Their presence is not accidental. It is the result of keen intelligence, flexible behavior, and a willingness to exploit new opportunities. Urban environments present a unique set of challenges: reflective windows, unpredictable air currents, and a constant hum of human activity. Yet these birds have learned to navigate the urban maze with astonishing skill. Their legendary eyesight, capable of spotting a mouse from hundreds of feet above, now scans for prey among alleyways, rooftops, and city parks. They have learned to hunt in the shadows of skyscrapers, timing their attacks to the rhythms of urban life. The peregrine falcon, once nearly extinct in North America, has become the undisputed champion of the city sky. In New York, Chicago, and London, these birds nest on the highest ledges, their eyries hidden in plain sight. Skyscrapers, with their sheer faces and dizzying heights, mimic the cliffs where peregrines have nested for millennia. Here they are safe from ground predators and have a commanding view of their domain. These man-made cliffs offer perfect vantage points for hunting. From these perches, falcons launch their signature stoops, vertical dives that can exceed 200 miles per hour, using the urban canyons between buildings as their hunting grounds. In cities like Toronto and Melbourne, conservationists have even installed nest boxes on skyscrapers, helping peregrines reclaim the skies. These eyries, high above the chaos, are safe havens for raising the next generation. From these lofty heights, falcons watch the endless movement below: traffic, people, and, most importantly, prey. Urban prey is plentiful. Pigeons, starlings, and sparrows thrive in cities, forming dense flocks that provide a reliable food source. For a falcon, a city square is a banquet hall. The falcon's hunting stoop is a breathtaking spectacle, an explosion of speed and precision. In Chicago, a peregrine was once clocked diving between buildings at over 240 miles per hour, snatching a pigeon in a blur of feathers. These birds have made the city their own, adapting their ancient skills to a modern world. Hawks, too, have found new territory in our towns and suburbs. The red-tailed hawk, once a bird of open country, now surveys city parks and highways from lampposts and billboards. Some, like the Cooper's hawk, have become specialists at hunting in tight spaces. Their short wings and long tails allow them to weave through branches and fences, ambushing songbirds at backyard feeders. Suburban landscapes, with their patchwork of trees, lawns, and hedges, mimic the woodland edges these hawks prefer in the wild. Here they find both cover and prey. A hawk may wait motionless for hours, eyes fixed on a single feeder or a careless squirrel, before launching a lightning-fast attack. Their ambush tactics, honed in wild thickets, work just as well from behind a garage or a garden shed. For these adaptable hunters, a city park or a quiet street is simply another hunting ground, one filled with new opportunities and new risks. Urban life demands new strategies. Raptors must learn to avoid window collisions, dodge traffic, and cope with noise and light pollution. Some have even learned to hunt at night, taking advantage of city lights that attract moths and bats. In Tokyo, black kites have mastered snatching food from unsuspecting pedestrians, while in London, peregrines time their hunts to the rush of pigeons startled by passing trains. Their presence is a living testament to nature's resilience, a reminder that even in the heart of our cities, the wild endures. To witness a falcon stoop past an office window or a hawk land on a garden fence is to glimpse the ancient drama of predator and prey unfolding against a backdrop of modern life. In every city, the story continues, an ongoing testament to the ingenuity and adaptability of the world's deadliest hunters who have made the concrete jungle their own. From the ground, the sky appears tranquil, a vast, endless blue. But for the raptors that rule these heights, every day is a contest of strength, cunning, and survival. The air above is a dynamic arena where only the most skilled and adaptable hunters can claim dominance. Birds of prey are not only in pursuit of their next meal, they are locked in a perpetual rivalry with one another. Each species, and often each individual, must constantly defend its place in the hierarchy of the skies. These battles for supremacy are waged over territory, food, and the right to breed. The stakes are high, and the strategies are as varied as the birds themselves. Some confrontations are overt, with raptors displaying their formidable talons and fierce eyes in a show of intimidation. Others are subtle, involving silent aerial maneuvers and calculated positioning. Each raptor claims a stretch of sky or a hunting ground, patrolling its borders with vigilance. These territories are fiercely guarded, as they represent the difference between abundance and starvation. When boundaries are crossed, aerial duels erupt. Some are brief, with one bird quickly conceding, while others escalate into prolonged acrobatic battles that test both stamina and skill. The most direct clashes often occur over food. A successful hunt can instantly become a magnet for rivals, turning a moment of triumph into a desperate struggle. Scavengers and opportunists, like kites and crows, are quick to converge on a raptor with fresh prey. Their strategy is persistence, harassing, mobbing and distracting until the hunter is forced to abandon its meal. A hawk that has just caught a squirrel may find itself beset by a mob of crows or even challenged by a larger, more dominant raptor. In these moments, speed and aggression can mean the difference between feast and famine. Among the most notorious food thieves are the eagles. Their sheer size and power allow them to dominate nearly any other bird, often taking over kills with little resistance. Eagles employ psychological warfare as much as brute force. By spreading their wings and fixing rivals with a piercing stare, they can send smaller raptors and scavengers fleeing without a single blow. With a single, commanding arrival, an eagle can clear a feeding ground, claiming the spoils for itself. This dominance is rarely challenged, as the risk of injury is too great for most competitors. Such encounters reinforce the pecking order in the sky, where psychological intimidation is as effective as physical confrontation. In these moments, power dictates who eats first, and patience is the only option for those lower in the hierarchy. Territorial disputes can escalate into spectacular aerial combat. Raptors may lock talons, grapple, and tumble through the air in a breathtaking display of agility and ferocity. Nesting sites are especially prized. Eagles and other large raptors defend these locations with unwavering determination, often launching preemptive attacks on any perceived threat. When a rival intrudes, the result can be a dramatic mid-air duel. These encounters are as much about display as they are about force, with each bird striving to outmaneuver and outlast the other. Some species, like harriers, use elaborate aerial displays to assert dominance, weaving and diving in complex patterns to impress or intimidate rivals. In the most intense battles, raptors may lock talons and spiral earthward, only releasing at the last possible moment, a test of nerve and reflexes that can end in injury or victory. These contests are rarely fatal, but they are brutal and decisive, establishing the rightful owner of territory and resources. Even differences in hunting style can spark conflict. Falcons, with their high-speed dives, may clash with hawks that rely on stealth and ambush, each vying for the same prey. In urban environments, these rivalries play out in new arenas, city parks and rooftops, where adaptable raptors compete for abundant but unpredictable prey. While direct combat is rare, the presence of multiple hunters targeting the same flock creates a tense, competitive atmosphere. Each must anticipate the other's moves, adjusting tactics in real time. The success of one hunter often spells failure for another. In this world, opportunity is fleeting, and hesitation can mean going hungry. The relentless pressure to secure food, defend territory, and assert dominance shapes every aspect of a raptor's life. Each encounter is a test of strategy, strength, and adaptability. In the sky's ever-shifting theater, battles for supremacy unfold in countless forms, from high-speed dogfights in the clouds to tense, silent standoffs on the ground. For these hunters, every day is a contest, and only the most formidable can truly rule the air. The saga of birds of prey is etched across the sky, a living chronicle of nature's relentless drive for perfection. Each raptor, from the smallest kestrel to the mighty golden eagle, is a masterpiece sculpted by millions of years of evolution, an apex predator honed for survival in a world of constant change. Their wings slice through the air with a precision born of adaptation. The eagle's broad wings grant it the power to soar for hours, riding thermals above rugged peaks, while the falcon's narrow, swept-back wings are engineered for blistering speed, allowing it to stoop at over 200 miles per hour. The bald eagle, with its formidable talons and piercing gaze, reigns over lakes and rivers, its legacy intertwined with the waterways it patrols. Its ancestors once hunted alongside mammoths and saber-toothed cats, adapting as the world transformed beneath their wings. The peregrine falcon, a marvel of aerodynamics, evolved to become the fastest animal on Earth. Its nostrils are specially adapted to withstand the pressure of its high-speed dives, a trait refined over countless generations of aerial pursuit. Hawks, like the elusive Cooper's hawk, have mastered the art of stealth. Their short, rounded wings and long tails allow them to weave through dense forests, ambushing prey with a burst of explosive speed. Vultures, the silent sentinels of the wild, have evolved to thrive where others cannot. Their bald heads and powerful stomach acids are perfect for a life spent cleaning the land, recycling death into new life. Each species has carved out a niche, perfecting a hunting style that fits its environment. The harpy eagle, deep in the rainforest, uses immense strength to snatch monkeys from the canopy, while the secretary bird stalks the savanna, dispatching snakes with lightning-fast kicks. Raptors rule not as a single dynasty, but as a tapestry of lineages, each adapted to a unique realm: mountain, forest, desert, and tundra. Their legacies are passed from generation to generation as parents teach fledglings the secrets of the hunt, the art of flight, and the boundaries of their domain. The diversity of raptors is a testament to nature's ingenuity. The osprey, with reversible outer toes and barbed pads, is a specialist in fishing, while the tiny American kestrel hovers above open fields, scanning for insects and small mammals. Their lives are a perpetual contest, predator and prey locked in an evolutionary arms race, each encounter shaping the next generation. Against the endless sky, these hunters perform a ballet of survival, their every movement a product of ancient instincts and modern necessity. The story of raptors began in the age of dinosaurs, their ancestors taking to the air as feathered reptiles. Over eons, wings lengthened, talons sharpened, and vision became razor-sharp, culminating in the predators we see today. Their eyes, capable of spotting a mouse from a mile away, and talons strong enough to pierce bone, are the result of relentless natural selection. Mastery of flight is their birthright. Each feather, each muscle, each bone optimized for agility, speed, and power. Whether executing a mid-air catch or launching a surprise attack from the grass, raptors display a repertoire of hunting strategies unmatched in the animal kingdom. The golden eagle, for example, is renowned for its ability to hunt large mammals on sheer cliffs, using gravity and cunning to its advantage. In contrast, the peregrine falcon has adapted to urban landscapes, turning city skyscrapers into hunting perches and pigeons into prey. Adaptability is their greatest strength. From Arctic tundra to tropical rainforest, raptors have found ways to thrive, each species a testament to resilience. Their journeys span continents and generations, crossing deserts, oceans, and mountains in search of food and safe nesting grounds. Some, like the snowy owl, migrate vast distances, braving blizzards and storms, while others, like the red-tailed hawk, remain year-round, adapting to the shifting seasons. Even in the heart of our cities, raptors endure, their wildness undiminished by concrete and steel. Their battles for territory and mates are fierce, echoing ancient rivalries that have shaped their evolution. The falcon's stoop, a breathtaking plunge from the heavens, is a display of both raw power and exquisite control. The hawk's ambush, silent and sudden, is a testament to patience and precision. Each hunt is a drama of survival, played out in the open air, where only the most skilled endure. The struggle between raptor and prey is a moment of truth, revealing the delicate balance of life and death. Yet not all victories are loud. The vulture's quiet persistence ensures that nothing is wasted, returning nutrients to the earth. Their role as nature's cleanup crew is vital, preventing the spread of disease and supporting the health of entire ecosystems. Every raptor, from the swiftest falcon to the most patient vulture, is a keystone in the intricate web of life. Their presence maintains the balance of nature, shaping populations and influencing the fate of countless other species. After the hunt, they rest, watchful, ever alert, guardians of their domain. From lofty perches, they survey the world, sentinels of the wild order. When the sun dips low and shadows stretch across the land, their silhouettes glide silently overhead, a reminder of the ancient bond between sky and earth. Watch for the slow, regal circling of an eagle, its wings catching the last golden rays of daylight, or the falcon, a streak of motion weaving through canyon winds with effortless grace, or the hawk, motionless and focused, a master of patience awaiting the perfect moment to strike. These glimpses are windows into a world where survival is an art, and every flight is a legacy in motion. Their story is carried on the wind, a living epic of adaptation, resilience, and mastery. Through storms and sunshine, across continents and centuries, raptors endure, unchallenged monarchs of the air. They are the ultimate aerial predators, each species a chapter in the ongoing saga of life above the earth. Their kingdom is the boundless sky, a realm of wind and light where only the most extraordinary survive. With every beat of their wings, they remind us of the wild spirit that endures, untamed and eternal, high above the world below. The legacy of aerial predators is written not in words, but in the wind, in the silent glide of a shadow overhead, and in the fierce, unyielding gaze of a hunter born to rule the sky. The story of raptors is not just one of power and grace, but of relentless innovation, a testament to nature's ability to refine and perfect the art of aerial hunting across epochs. Long before the first eagle soared above the mountains or the falcon sliced through city winds, the ancestors of modern birds were already experimenting with the mechanics of flight and predation. It began with the earliest feathered dinosaurs, whose primitive wings offered only brief glides from tree to tree. Over millions of years, evolution sculpted these gliders into masters of the air, each adaptation a step toward the perfect aerial hunter. The development of asymmetrical flight feathers allowed for greater control and maneuverability, vital for pursuing agile prey through dense forests or over open plains. As raptors diversified, so too did their hunting strategies. The osprey, for example, evolved reversible outer toes and spiny foot pads, ingenious adaptations for grasping slippery fish just beneath the water's surface. Meanwhile, the harrier's facial disc, reminiscent of an owl's, funnels sound to its ears, allowing it to detect the faint rustle of hidden rodents as it glides low over marshes. The evolution of the stoop, an aerial dive at breakneck speed, stands as one of the greatest leaps in hunting innovation. Peregrine falcons, with their streamlined bodies and stiffened breast muscles became the undisputed masters of this maneuver, hurtling toward their prey with unmatched precision and force. Their nostrils, uniquely shaped to disrupt airflow, protect them from the immense pressures of their supersonic descent. Cooper's hawks and goshawks, inhabiting thick woodland, honed a different set of skills. Short, rounded wings and elongated tails gave them the agility to dart between branches, chasing birds in split-second bursts. Here, patience and split-second reflexes trump pure speed, showcasing the diversity of evolutionary solutions to the same challenge, catching prey on the wing. Even vultures, often overlooked as hunters, display remarkable adaptations for aerial foraging. With broad wings and keen eyesight, they soar for hours, scanning vast landscapes for the slightest hint of a meal, an exercise in endurance and efficiency, perfected by natural selection. Each raptor species has, over millennia, refined its approach to hunting in the skies, from the silent, hovering kestrel to the relentless pursuit of the falcon over frozen tundra. Every technique is a living record of trial and triumph. These innovations are not static. They continue to evolve as raptors encounter new prey, new habitats, and even the challenges posed by human-altered environments. In the endless blue above us, the evolution of aerial hunting is an ongoing saga, one written in every stoop, every ambush, every silent glide. The raptors' legacy is not just in their dominance, but in the ingenuity that keeps them forever at the cutting edge of survival. Above the clouds, where survival hinges on split-second decisions, raptors wield a sensory arsenal as refined as their talons and wings. The story of their dominance is not only written in muscle and bone, but in the extraordinary adaptations that enable them to perceive a world invisible to most creatures. Foremost among these is vision, a raptor's primary weapon. The eyes of eagles, hawks, and falcons are proportionally larger than those of almost any other animal, packed with millions of photoreceptor cells. This grants them astonishing visual acuity, allowing a golden eagle to spot a rabbit from 2 miles away, or a peregrine to lock onto a fleeing pigeon with pinpoint accuracy, even at dizzying speeds. Many raptors possess two foci, specialized regions in the retina, enabling them to focus sharply on both moving and stationary targets. Their color vision surpasses that of humans, extending into the ultraviolet spectrum. This hidden world reveals urine trails and plumage patterns invisible to our eyes, offering crucial clues in the hunt. But sight is only one facet of their sensory toolkit. For some raptors, especially owls, hearing becomes the master sense. Though not true raptors in the diurnal sense, owls share the aerial hunting stage and showcase the extreme of auditory adaptation. Their facial discs act as sophisticated sound funnels, channeling the faintest rustle of a mouse beneath snow or grass directly to asymmetrically placed ears. This allows them to pinpoint prey in complete darkness, striking with silent precision. Navigation, too, is a marvel of adaptation. Migratory raptors like the osprey and the broad-winged hawk traverse continents with unerring accuracy. They rely on a combination of visual landmarks, the sun's position, and even the Earth's magnetic field sensed through specialized cells in their beaks or brains. These internal compasses guide them across oceans, deserts, and mountains, returning year after year to the same nesting grounds. Balance and motion detection are equally critical. Specialized structures within the inner ear, called semicircular canals, provide raptors with exceptional equilibrium, allowing them to execute rapid rolls, dives, and turns without losing orientation. Sensitive filar plume feathers relay real-time information about airflow, enabling constant micro-adjustments mid-flight. Each adaptation is a testament to the relentless pressure of aerial life. Whether scanning the horizon for the shimmer of scales, listening for the whisper of wings, or navigating by invisible forces, raptors are attuned to a world shaped by the demands of the sky. Their sensory prowess ensures not just survival, but supremacy, a silent, unseen edge that makes them the ultimate hunters above the earth. High above the earth, raptors are not only masters of their own bodies, but also of the dynamic environment through which they soar. The success of an aerial hunt is shaped as much by the elements as by talon or beak. For these hunters, weather is not an obstacle. It is an ally, a challenge, and sometimes a silent adversary. Thermals, those invisible columns of rising warm air, are the lifeblood of many soaring raptors. Eagles, vultures, and hawks skillfully ride these updrafts, conserving precious energy as they scan vast territories from impressive heights. On sunny days, they spiral effortlessly, sometimes reaching altitudes where the air thins and the world below becomes a patchwork of opportunity. The ability to read these subtle shifts in temperature and wind separates the adept from the inexperienced. Wind itself is a double-edged sword. A strong headwind can slow prey, making pursuit easier for a determined falcon. Yet, crosswinds demand constant adjustment, split-second corrections that test the limits of a raptor's agility. In coastal regions, seabirds like ospreys and sea eagles time their hunts with the rhythm of tides and the seasonal arrival of storms, exploiting moments when fish are driven close to the surface by churning waves. Rain and fog are the great equalizers. When visibility drops, sharp eyes and keen hearing become even more vital. Some raptors, like the red-tailed hawk, postpone their hunts during heavy weather, conserving energy for clearer skies. Others, such as the northern harrier, use the cover of mist to mask their approach, gliding low over fields and marshes in near silence. Even the changing seasons leave a mark. Migratory species must navigate shifting wind patterns, unpredictable storms, and temperature extremes on journeys that span continents. The timing of these migrations is a delicate dance with the environment. Arrive too early and prey is scarce, too late, and rivals have claimed the best territories. In the endless contest between predator and prey, it is the raptor's ability to read, anticipate, and adapt to the ever-changing sky that so often tips the balance. By mastering the elements, these aerial hunters carve out their reign, riding the wild weather to success high above the world below. In the boundless theatre of the sky, every chase is more than a contest of speed or strength. It's the latest act in a drama millions of years in the making. Raptors and their prey are locked in an unending dance of adaptation and counter-adaptation, each shaping the other's destiny with every encounter. For every sharp-eyed falcon there is a flock of starlings weaving intricate aerial ballets, their synchronized movements confusing would-be hunters. Small mammals like ground squirrels and rabbits have developed keen senses and lightning-fast reflexes, diving for cover at the faintest shadow overhead. Some even possess alarm calls that warn entire colonies, turning a lone predator's approach into a race against time. Yet, the raptors respond in turn. The barn owl's silent flight is an evolutionary answer to the acute hearing of field mice, allowing it to swoop undetected in the darkness. Peregrine falcons, the fastest animals on Earth, have streamlined bodies and specialized nostrils to withstand high-speed dives, outpacing even the most agile prey. Camouflage is a common battleground. Prey species blend seamlessly into their surroundings, fur matching the dry grass, feathers mimicking dappled leaves. But raptors, too, have evolved countermeasures, keen vision that detects the smallest movement or color, shift from hundreds of feet above. Some prey take to the air themselves, like swifts and swallows, relying on erratic flight patterns and dizzying aerial maneuvers to escape pursuing hawks. In response, raptors refine their hunting strategies, ambushing from unexpected angles or using the element of surprise. This evolutionary arms race is relentless. Each new adaptation, whether it's a sharper talon, a faster takeoff, or a more deceptive hiding place, drives the other side to innovate in turn. It is a cycle that ensures neither predator nor prey can ever rest. In this intricate web of survival, victory is never guaranteed. It is instead a testament to the resilience and creativity of life itself, an endless chase, where every success and every escape shapes the future of both hunter and hunted, high above the earth.